All right, so we have our first game here in Cincinnati between the Reds and the San Diego Padres about to begin. On paper, the Padres are absolute giants compared to the Reds, who have been pretty much consistently struggling all year long. Their pitching has definitely been less than average. To go with a offense that can be explosive, it rarely is, but has a lot of potential. The hits will be there. The timely runs, not so much. And as we get started here, it looks like for the Reds, taking the mound is going to be Derek Holland. And he'll be facing off against possibly Tyler Glasnow. They might hold on to him. And in fact, they are going to go with Matt Harvey, himself a former Red, traded to the Padres earlier in the season. So this will be very interesting to see how they man their outfield, and it looks like Hayward is again going to get a start at right field. Center field. They really like what they're getting from him. And the San Diego Padres will be leading off with Fernando Tatis Jr., followed by second baseman Jose Ramirez. You got center fielder Ketel Marte having a great year. Third baseman Alex Bregman will be hitting cleanup. Left field played by Cody Bellinger, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Joey Gallo. Number 7 in the lineup is first baseman Josh Bell. Eighth is Mike Zunino, the catcher, followed by Harvey, the pitcher. And we're just about getting ready to go. Looks like the Reds are ready to go. The Padres have punched their card. And on paper, it's just like an absolute no contest for the Padres. 95-13, just an unbelievable season so far. Winners of the longest record in Major League history for a winning streak. I lost track of it myself. I think it was somewhere 35. Meanwhile, the Reds only 13 games over 500. So as promised, here we are in Cincinnati getting ready to play some baseball. The Padres are in town, and it looks to be a very interesting matchup as user versus user matchups become more interesting now the closer we get to the playoffs. The Reds are reeling. They've just been swept by division rival Padres, and it was not pretty. As the sun's nowhere to be found here, it's be interesting to see if that cloud still looms over this ball club today. As mentioned earlier, the Reds are pretty much responsible for their woes this season due to their lack of pitching. The hitting will be there, and certainly Holland hopes they show up for a little bit of run support here. The Giants going with Harvey, the former Red, looking to face his old teammates. Well, the crowd's bustling with energy. The Reds are going to need to have quite a turnaround. Had a great series, winning 5 out of 7 from the Marlins. Turnaround, split a series with the Yankees, and then got swept by the Cardinals. So they got to get back on their horse, and they're hoping this guy, J.D. Martinez, along with Jason Hayward, cracking the starting lineup, will have something to do with pushing the Reds into the win column. You know, you would think the San Diego Padres could at least do any kind of an effort to match. You know, you're a major league ball club. If you could match your coats with your uniforms, that would really go a long way, I think, to freshen up some of the way that other people around the league look at this ball club. So Holland with the pitch. And he starts off outside. It's very interesting how Holland tends to start off. Either he'll start you off outside or inside. And that goes a long way into how his approach is to you for the rest of the game. Some people saying it explains why he's very predictable at times. And not able to catch any part of that corner. At least Blue does not think so. And a leadoff walk, 4 pitches. Didn't make it that tough for Tatis, as the Padres have a man on first.
Jose Ramirez.
And a high strike. So Holland having some control issues to start here. And an inside slider, if he drops it in like that, it's going to be tough to pitch. And the runner's off. Tatis, a good jump, and he's there on time. I believe the call was a ball, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this should get Tatis to third, no problem. The Reds throw home. And the Padres are threatening with the man on third here with 1 out.
Batting third, center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
And an outside sinker. Holland a lot more effective right now on the corners. Ooh, and that one just froze him up. So here's where Holland's got to be really careful. And the throw home is going to have to be a great play, and he's safe. It was a good try by Alonso. But Tatis, with his speed, was able to score on that, and the Padres are up 1-0. This is another steal. This time he might. And he's safe again. Looks like the Padres are going to start off being very aggressive here. And man, this umpire is really not giving Holland anything. That's a strike. And a throw to second. I think Holland noticed Marte taking an extra step there. And I think we all knew he was just bluffing on that. Definitely making him think about him. Foul back. And this is an easy play for Gordon. Gonna have to keep an eye on Marte. And the Padres have their second base runner on third already here in the first. Now up is Alex Bregman. And he gets a hold of one, but to the left side, foul. No balls and 1 strike. So you would think it'd have to be a sort of a victory if Holland's able to get out of this inning. No further damage. And, you know, most definitely we'll have to rethink some of his approaches, especially as it relates to all this speed in the Padres lineup.
Nope, that's a ball.
He's really not giving him anything. And this is deep back. JD's going to have to do something here, but there's nothing he can do. He can only prevent it from being a triple. And it's already 2-0 Padres. And here we go again. Now up is Joey Gallo. That's Alex Bregman's 20th changeup of the year. And a ground ball back to Holland. Easy play to first to get out of the inning. Halfway through the first, the Padres waste no time, score 2. It's 2-0 San Diego. And D. Gordon will be leading off for the Reds.
Leading off for the Reds, second baseman, D. Gordon.
Takes a strike down low. No balls, 1 strike. And D. Gordon rips 1 foul to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. And an inside fastball, nowhere close. D's a better hitter than that. And he's able to hold back on a curveball just barely. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And somehow able to hold back on that curveball is nasty. And here we go. And D. Gordon works leadoff walk here, so that's never good for Harvey. Totally different pitcher with someone on base.
Left fielder, Justin Upton.
And takes an outside fastball for strike 1. Keeping an eye on Gordon. Former teammates. And Upton late on the slider. No balls and 2 strikes. And Upton's just been having the toughest time with the low changeups. And I think the rest of the league has caught on.
Right fielder, J.D.
And a curveball taken. One ball, 1 strike. And D. Gordon is going to have to go back to first on this one. Throws on his way, but Gordon has his speed. Gordon was off with a steal. Had to hurry up and get back. Bellinger with a nice play for out number 2.
Vladimir Guerrero.
And Guerrero able to hold back. And his changeup's just eating him alive. Just eating him alive, absolutely. Throws there, is it on time? And they do get him. It looked like he was just had a chance of making it, but the Padres looking really good here. 2-0 with Josh Bell coming up to bat. Change-up, drop down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And being successful with the change-up down low at any point during the game is just an absolute, does wonders for you because it makes them respect it when you're just throwing garbage out there.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, another 3-ball count. And again, another leadoff walk.
Batting 8th, the catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
The throw to second, is it on time? The ball was there on time. The tag wasn't, though. And that's never going to make your catcher feel good about things.
0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes. Holland really needs something good to happen for him here. Did he go?
Did he go?
The umpire says no, he did not, so we'll do this again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the best play there is always to first. You don't know how things can turn out if you turn around. What kind of a play you have to make, so you hate to have somebody.
Number 36, Matt Harvey.
It's going to be interesting here. See what Harvey does. And he's going to take a rip. Really should be trying to bunt. But if he doesn't, you know, you just don't want him to compromise that run on third. Just trying to get an unnecessary swing at the ball here, but he's worked the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. A sinker inside, really inside. So I think Holland may have just figured something out. Another full count. He's already up to 38 pitches here in the second. And a swing and a miss, so that's strike 3. Very crucial out number 2. It only means something if you're able to do something here with Tatis.
Fernando Tatis.
And Tatis, no go to the low changeup. 1 ball, no strike. And Holland is just really not able to find what he's looking for. Another 3-ball count, this time no strikes. And Tatis to left field. He's going to try and get a double out of it. He should have no trouble doing that. And another double brings in the 3rd San Diego run. It's 3-0 San Diego.
Second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And I don't know what Hayward's doing. Did not rush at all to that ball. I don't think he even knew what was going on, because he should have charged that up and thrown it all in one play. He did not do that. And it's a 4-0 San Diego lead. If you're a Cincinnati Red fan right now, you are extremely sick to your stomach. That's just the same game over and over again in terms of just the starting pitching. You know, the Reds keep complaining about not getting calls, but their pitching is horrendous. That's never going to help your chances. And just like that, it is 4-0 San Diego. Another base hit to left field this time. I don't know what the Reds plan on doing. Holland better figure it out. Their bullpen has been reeling. And here comes a guy that can just put it all to bed right now. And he gets a hold of one opposite way, but foul. No balls and 1 strike. And Holland just needs to focus. Forget about what's been done.
Inside, ball 2. Inside, ball 1.
And another ball. So Holland having all sorts of control issues. Now the bases are loaded.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And he's able to hold back. Oh. Bregman, I can guarantee you he thought that was out. He was caught in center field for out number 3. And the Reds are reeling, already down 4-0.
Leading up for the Reds, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Slider outside. Ball 1. Man, Guerrero's swinging at absolute crap. Makes you wonder why they are where they're at. And he gets a hold of one, and this is what the Reds needed. This is a no-doubter here, opposite field. And Guerrero's nice to see answering back.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Peter Alfonso.
Alfonso with a rip. And it's just, again, some of that potential that the Reds have that they're just not tapping into. A lot of ground balls to the infielders. That's what you see. Especially this guy. This guy was brought over here. Alonso was brought over here. High expectations. The power numbers were just supposed to be through the roof. And Trey Turner is able to get a hit up the middle. This is a good sign. Usually the Reds, when they do start to make noise, they all like to make noise together. So we've seen a couple of hits here already, and make way for Jason Hayward. He's been swinging a good bat lately. That explains why he's in the starting lineup. Outside changeup, able to take that. And Jason Hayward takes one into the gap. This is what we've been seeing from Hayward pretty consistently now. Looks like it's going to make a turn for home. Is Trey Turner, and Hayward again with a very, very timely double, scoring Trey Turner, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Well, Cervelli takes intentional walk, and it's Derek Holland. And Holland pops one up. And, it's not the worst thing he could have done. You're looking at a double play possibility there. So now you got one of the hottest hitters in baseball, D. Gordon, up to bat.
Second baseman, D.
And he takes a ball, a fastball for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And a swing and a miss for a curveball there. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And Gordon to second base. And the Padres get out of the inning. But not before allowing 2 runs to score. So it's now a 4-2 ball game. So it must make things just a little bit easier for Holland. He has a chance to reclaim a part of this game. Really, just to be down 2 runs after the kind of control issues he's had, it's a blessing in itself. And Gallo goes opposite. A good chance of making this a double, but Upton able to get on it, and that's just a really good adjustment that Gallo's made. If you're going to give me that much of the field, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of it. And Holland off unusually to a lead here in the count. No balls and 1 strike. And this umpire really not being at all kindly to Holland.
Ball, that's out.
So the Reds look like they're not gonna have that much patience with Holland as bullpen starts to see some action. And this is a pop-up, should be playable for JD, and it is. Comes in pretty fast. You never know if they're gonna, be able to gauge it in time. I mean, he may have had to slow down on a dime there, but he's able to get out of that one for the first out.
That's out.
Oh, and a beautiful changeup, just kissing the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And really trying to catch that outside, and it's just not given for him today in particular. And again, I mean, that was either way, just not able to have any kind of luck with those calls today. And there you go, a four-seamer makes it a full count. And he walks him. So we got 2 on base now with 1 out. Matt Harvey, the pitcher, up to bat.
Pitcher number 36, Matt Harvey.
And this is just not good at all right here. Double steal. You try so hard for him not to get a...
Nope.
And it's just Holland's just, you know, digging his own grave here. And just an absolute brain fart for Upton. Just stop coming in for it all of a sudden.
Now batting, shortstop.
And I just that would have been 2 outs. It's just, this is just going to get really ugly here.
Ball, inside. That's ball 2.
Oh, I mean, he's just really not giving anything. That was about as much inside of the strike zone as you want. This could be a very bad sign here. Wow. And we got 2 balls and 1 strike.
Inside, ball 3. Nope.
And he walks in a run. You know this was going to happen. So like that, it's 5-2.
Batting, second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Nope, that's foul.
And Guerrero just eats up that that ground ball, just eats him up. The nightmare continues.
Number 4.
Back to a 4-run lead.
Marte.
Yep, that ball went out.
It just puts so much pressure on the offense. Is really what it does. I mean, that's a play that Guerrero needs to make.
Here you go. Count's full.
Wow. Just an absolute nightmare. Wow. That's just an absolute nightmare right there. There's now 9-2 games on that triple. And just like that, the Reds are out of it in the 3rd inning. Another base hit scores another. It's 10-2. We knew this could happen. It is happening. It's not about resolve when you put your team into this situation. This is just a travesty is what we're watching here. We're watching this club go down in flames. A lot of people have been making the Reds sort of have some humble pie. Reds were behind a lot of the dramatics that were going on between the Marlins and the in the Cincinnati franchise, and they got the better of the Marlins, but it has been nothing ever since. Like I said before the game, swept by the Cardinals. Already, they're being bent backwards over here in this game. I mean, that ball that was thrown into the right field stands is just, you know,
14, Joey.
For that throw to even be made, it's just. And you know, what do you do when you go back 10-2? You were down 4-2 at the start of this game, this inning, and let's see if Holland can just get himself out of an inning here. And never mind, it's just 2 outs. I lost track of how many outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, John.
There have been talks that the Reds were interested in getting Josh Bell back. Those talks fell through.
2 balls, no strike. Yeah. Ball inside.
Just already up to 100 pitches. Why he's still in there, I'll never know. He walks another.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Holland just, 100 pitches through 3 innings is just, who ever heard of that?
0-2 is the count. I got the count 1 and 2.
And I think that as long as the Reds keep thinking that they can pitch low every single time they pitch, when they face user teams,
2 and 2.
this is going to keep happening. They need to diversify the way they, and this is just never ending, folks. And thank God for Jason Hayward. Throws out Josh Bell at third, and that's the only way we're out of this inning. But not before the Reds give up 8 runs, and they are now losing 12-2.
Fielder, Justin Upton.
1-0.
I think that after what the Cardinals did, and here comes the Padres, and now they're down 12-2. I think that it's time for the Reds to kind of lay low. Manager Salas, everyone understands, Upton gets a hold of one, but should be no problem for the center fielder.
The right fielder, number
1 out.
28, J.D. Martinez.
And this is a foul ball. So they need to just focus on baseball. JD takes one outside for no balls and 2 strikes. And rip to third base. No problem for out number 2, because their hitting and their pitching has been horrendous as of late.
Vladimir Guerrero.
And Guerrero gets a hold of another one. So it's a good sign again, almost to the same spot. But it's just, that's not going to do it. They need a lot of that.
First baseman, Peter Alfonso.
No balls, 2 strikes.
It's a lazy fly ball. So the Reds do get one, but they're consolations are only down 9 instead of 10. So let's see what goes on here. Matt Harvey, Holland is still in there.
Leading out for the
That's got to be the joke of the day here.
Matt Harvey.
And hoping for a 1-2-3 inning here by the Reds. About the only thing we haven't seen from them today. Again, I mean, this pitching, this team ERA is just, ballooning up and up and up, and it's just, it's really not going to take care of itself. I think a lot of free agents are going to take a hard look at that. People coming in here and they're saying, hey, do we want to be on a club that has no chance because the pitching is horrible, or are you guys going to do something about it? It should be an easy play for Guerrero. He's got to really sharpen up there at third base moving forward.
Now batting, shortstop.
And the Reds, the only reason why they're continuing to use Holland is because none of their bullpen is a high stamina guy, so if they start going into the bullpen now, they're going to just completely spend their entire bullpen in game 1. About the only thing you can hang your hat on right now if you're a Reds fan or a player or anyone connected to that club is that it's a 4-game series. It's only game 1.
Ball 3.
It still does not explain why you should ever be down 12-3 in the 4th inning of any game. And it's just, at some point you got to look at some of these calls that are being made by the umpire here. I mean, that was just, it looks like they've seen enough of Holland as the Reds make a call to the bullpen, and it's going to be a right-hander. Hey, Trey, just turn your head on the play, just turn around and grab it. And again, the Padres are threatening here. I mean, this ball was ripped up the middle. Trey goes to the bag, but then just takes his head completely off the ball. And a 2-run double makes matters worse. I think the Padres are looking to do something historic here.
Number 76.
Nope. That's inside.
So Santillan comes in and does not make things better at all. And so the Padres got a runner on third.
Third baseman, number 8, Alex Bregman.
0-1's the count.
That's just an awful game to be at, when you're losing by this much, this early. You see a lot of the cell phones come out. Look, I'll give the Reds fans a little credit. They're still really into this game, but 14-3.
Leading off the 4th inning for
That's the score here.
The shortstop, number 21.
That's inside.
So if you're the Reds, you want to chip away. But it doesn't matter if you keep on giving up runs every inning.
Nope. That's inside. D-Rod.
This has a chance if it stays fair, but it's fouled. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2.
And an inside curveball. Trey Turner is just absolutely disgusted with that call, as is the rest of the ballpark.
The center fielder, number 25, Jason Hayward.
And Hayward, a line drive caught by Bregman for out number 2.
Francisco Cervelli.
And this one has a lick off the mound. He turns around, still makes the play, and when things are going right, they're going right in heavy ways. So the San Diego Padres catch a break and are up 14 to 3.
Out for the Padres, the right fielder, number 14, Joey Gallo.
That's outside. That's a ball. That's a ball.
Another 3 balls and no strike count. And this one gets away.
Now batting, first baseman, John Bell.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
I think the Padres are definitely looking to exploit what they see a weakness. At third base with Guerrero. I like this play because you still have only 1 out and you have one of your guys in scoring position.
No, inside. Hey. I got 2-1 to count. Got him.
The pitcher, number 36, Matt Harvey.
Ball, that pitch is up.
And Turner with a nice play to get out of the inning. Being out hit 13 to 4 means just absolute dominance.
Leading up, your attention please. Bench hitting for the Reds, number 99, Logan Morrison.
Ball, that's off the plate.
This is ripped into the outfield, so pinch hitter comes through for the Reds to start off the inning. And you're going to have to attack every single at bat
Now batting, second
and get the most out of it. That's really the only way you come back from these kind of games. And this is going to be a double play if they hurry. But D. Gordon, with his amazing speed, is able to avoid ever running into a double play.
For Cincinnati, left fielder, Justin Upton.
D-Rod. I got the count 0-2.
And Upton gets a hold of one. This one has a chance. And it's out of here. So Upton finally finding something in his bat for a 2-run shot. Scoring 2 here. Might be a moot point here.
Right fielder, number
But
28, J.D.
Martinez
Martinez.
with could amount to be a swinging bunt. They would get on base, so with 1 out here, the Reds have a man on first. Fly with 2 home runs already
Vladimir Guerrero.
today on the day.
D-Rod.
Not able to hold back on the curveball.
0-1.
And this one gets away, but not enough for JD to move. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Guerrero behind the fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. An outside curveball for 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Guerrero's able to get one into the gap. So we might have ourselves a game here after all. Man on second and third with 1 out. Reds not going out quietly, I'll tell you that.
First baseman, Peter Alfonso.
D-Rod.
Swing and a miss. Oh, 99 on the radar.
Ball. That's inside.
Just really trying to catch him on the inside.
Count.
Change up. So this is where they got him last time. And a fly ball. Not deep at all. So it's going to be 2 outs now with runners on first and second.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
And this is up the middle. Trey's got speed, but
He's out.
in this case it won't help him. The Reds get 2 back on a Justin Upton 2-run shot. It's 14-5, and we're only through the 5 innings here. So San Diego Padres absolutely bringing it to the Cincinnati Reds. And this is not a pretty picture here, folks. It's really no real way around this. You just have to
Pitching for the Reds,
kind of
number 34,
keep doing your job.
David
I think
Garcia.
a lot of people can relate to just having a bad day at the office. In this case, it happens to be you're a Major League Baseball player, and there's about 50,000 people here
Jose Ramirez.
watching your every move.
Inside ball.
So we got Garcia here, just recently cracking it back up to the majors. Success has been a bit sporadic, but a lot of the scouts that I've talked to about Garcia are quick to note out that they like the ebb and flow of his stuff. He mixes it up really well. Doesn't telegraph his pitches, which is a very good thing, especially when you're a young pitcher in the league.
Number 4,
That's Ketel Marte having a monster game, 3 for 4. So a little bit of bad blood between these 2 guys existed. Were involved as part of a brawl between each other in Double-A, I believe. Well, they're in Panama City, Florida. Didn't really even have anything to do about them, but definitely they just ended up being in the same spot, and let's say Garcia got the better of Martel in that case, and maybe you can even up the score here. And a fly ball to left field. Again, Upton with his very nonchalant approach. Really just blew a play in the outfield earlier. He didn't go for it, and 2-2 run score. It was just, not a good start. So the Reds able to hold off the Padres, still down 9 here in the 6th.
Now pitching for the Padres.
I know.
Number 85.
0-1's the count.
Servicio a la mesa.
Gracias. Thank you. Got dinner delivered. Life is good. Oh, it's hot. Okay, let's go.
Stephen Wright.
One and one.
Hayward able to hold back. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ball.
3 balls and 1 strike. You're going to see a fastball here somewhere. And fouls off a knuckleball. Would have been a strike anyways. Stave off. Another knuckler. This has been nothing but the same pitch here. Knuckleballs for Jason Hayward. You're going to see a fastball. This might be it. And Hayward able to take one into right field for a base hit, so he stays hot. And the Reds have their leadoff guy here. And unbelievably gets, I have no explanation for that. And that is just probably going to take him out of the starting lineup. Unbelievable.
0-1.
You cannot afford to do that, not in a game like this. I know Hayward feels awful about it, but he's a veteran. I mean, that's not what you see out of veteran ball players. Well, Cervelli was able to hold back and say he did. One ball and 2 strikes. A knuckle ball inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a strike 3, swing and a miss for Cervelli.
Up next for Cincinnati, pitcher David Garcia.
Albert Pujols comes up to bat here.
Bench hitting for the
See if
Reds.
we can get something going with 2
Number
outs.
74, Albert Pujols.
And Pujols pops one up. Should be an easy play for out number 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 60, Andrew Edwards.
Well, not off to a good start for Edwards. Gives up a leadoff single to Bellinger.
Third baseman, number 8, Alex Bregman.
Able to get him at first. Thought they had him at second. Almost was a double play.
The right fielder, number 14, Joey Gallo.
Ball inside.
2 outs here.
Now batting,
Josh Bell.
the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Ball, that's inside. Ball, that's out. Hey. Ball, inside. Ball four.
Another walk here for Reds pitching. Not good at all. Mike Zunino now.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
This should be an easy play to first for Trey. And the Reds are out of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
7th inning stretch time.
Leading off for the Reds, second baseman,
No, that's
D.
him.
Gordon.
Gordon takes a curve. Knuckle curve. Knuckleball. First ball 1. Yeah, a little blooper to center field. Should be no problem for Marte. For out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Thompson.
And this is fly to right field as well. And it turns out to be a double on a miss play by Gallo. Had all sorts of trouble out there.
Fielder number 28, J.D. Martinez.
1-0.
And just absolute dog shit base running by the Reds. I don't know what D. Gordon was thinking there.
Leading off with your attention, please.
I heard the Boo Birds from Cincinnati.
Batting for the Padres, number 13, Max Muncy.
They're going to test him. They shouldn't. But he's safe.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
Ball 1, no strike.
He's safe at first.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
No outs here.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Nope, up there.
No play. Look at anybody here. Again, a run scores 15-5.
Number 4, Ketel Marte.
Bang. 0-1's the count. Outside, that's a ball.
Another run scores.
Now batting, number 76.
0-1. Ball 1. 1-1. Ball 2. 2 ball, 1 strike.
Play at the plate, and he's safe.
Third baseman, number 8.
17-5, folks.
Nope. Ball 1. Oh, that's up there. That's a ball. 3-0. Hey!
So the Padres scoring bunches again.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 97, Aaron Sanchez.
Hey! Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Did he go?
And this could be another deep shot to left field. Playable. I thought Guerrero had his third home run off the sign of the bat, but
Peter Alfonso.
Nope, that's a ball.
and it's another fly ball. Just is not getting his full swing. His arms out in front of him, so he's going to continue to struggle. I'd be surprised if you see him in the starting lineup tomorrow, especially if it's a righty. And this is going to be extra base hits. Certainly with Trey Speed, it'd be a stand-up double. So it's good to see the Reds hitting, but unfortunately,
Number 25.
you know, put up a moot point. Hayward 2 for 3, another multi-hit game. He's probably going to be back in the lineup. Inside changeup had its way with Hayward. And a strike 3. Gordon. Hayward goes down on strikes.
Leading out for the Padres, right fielder Joey Gallo.
Ball.
Another bullshit call by the umpire. So another piece of shit game here, brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds. Just absolutely lost their wits about them in the early innings. Just a number of plays that just baffling. I mean, Upton just decided to stop going for that fly ball at the most inopportune time with the bases loaded.
Nope.
You know, then I believe it was Cervelli throws it into the outfield, bases loaded. You know, these type of things keep happening.
He's out.
You're not going to win too many ball games.
The catcher, number 3.
I think they're going to come out next game with a new focus. As a line drive to center field for a base hit here. Now it's Aaron Sanchez. Looks like the Padres are not done.
Now batting. Your attention, please. Shooting for San Diego. Number 29, Dylan Carlson.
Inside, ball 1. Yeah.
Catches the outside corner for strike 1. A low slider, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nope. Inside, ball 2.
Sinker inside. Are they going to test the arm of Trey Turner? And they get him at home. So a little bit of good news here for the Reds. Trey Turner able to nail. And this can't be good feelings between the two clubs. You're trying to score on a play like that.
Pitching for the Padres, number 15, Brandon Morrow.
And Cervelli, another weak pop-up to the right side. Should be no problem for Ramirez for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 60, Andrew Edwards. Bench hitting for the Reds, number 33, Aaron Hicks.
And little blooper left field. This could drop. And no. Bellinger with a nice play to get out number 2.
The batter, number 9.
It's going to leave us with D. Gordon. I'm sure the Reds would just like to get the heck out of here. And there's another little blooper. But Bellinger able to play it out for the 3rd out. And the Padres take game 1 in an absolute ass whipping here, 17-5. Harvey could not be happier as he's able to win in his old stadium here, as he was red to start the year. Ramirez and Tatis with monster games. Harvey wasn't spectacular, but didn't need to be. And after losing 3 out of 4 to the Reds in San Diego, you better believe the Padres are feeling super, super good about this win, and they want to turn into a second one, hopefully right away. And 18-10. So there you have it, 17-5.